Hey guys, welcome back. I'm Hypnotic and this is Vintage Story and I'm on 1.18.7 and the sun is just coming up after me coming home, organizing my stuff and refiring the steel cementation furnaces. We have one thing we need to read here and I wanted to do that on camera. It's a scroll that we got the last time we were out and about. And let's look at it. It is Discussions with the Traveler, Part 2 out of 4, Act 2, Scene 1, A Broad Forest. Cassia stands low, bow in hand. She spies her target and pulls the bowstring taut. Enter the Traveler suddenly, directly in front of Cassia. Ha! It is a merry vagabond himself. I near mistook you for a stag. Oh, she's totally flirting with him already. Traveler, there's merit, perhaps, in such a thought. Oh, and he's flirting back, though I would not make so fine a meal. You seem at ease, huntress. Are you not shocked at my arrival? Mine eyes have seen much and more that make your magic a paltry show. Truly, what is one strange man when compared to the strangeness of this shifting, monstrous world? I have seen bone fall off skin, and time turn sideways. I confess those sights alone now hold merit for such cries. The Traveler says, For a moment I questioned your solitude. I see now why you walk upon this track. For shame, I have been foolish. It is agreeable, yes, to roam the forest and see the shadows of our canopy, but you mustn't forget this. It is only by the grace of light that you may bear witness to any matter. We are all blind fools without it, stumbling quietly from place to place, just as I do. She says, perhaps I have judged you in haste. You hold a fair measure of wit, though your badgering carries the weight of this argument. Okay, they're totally flirting with each other. So anyway, you guys, we read that. I'm going to put this upstairs. I'm going to show you what I've been doing because we've been gathering so much stuff. I have been putting a lot of the random stuff up here in this kind of hallway, which we'll be dealing with later, but I'm going to put this right in here. There we go. And then I'm going to show you the steel. What? I have been burning this because it's really cold here. And I did relight the steel furnaces. And I did do a little bit of stuff in the forge in my complete boredom. But I put a wall here and another stair. And I don't know whether I'm gonna like this or not, but you can see the steel furnaces are still burning, and there is 2 doors now to keep out the monsters. And let's look at this. They are 94% complete. They might be done this time. I organized the molds a little bit and put the molds there, and I reorganized this a tiny bit. I made a few more little gears, and I made a couple of transmissions and clutches in order to be able to turn off some of this instead of like just taking out axles. So I moved the quern over here, so it's got a couple of little turns on it. I ran the Helve hammer down this way so I could put a clutch on it and turn it on and off. And then I also have a clutch right there. Now it's floating. Does that make me completely happy? No, and I don't even think I can reach it, barely. I have to jump to reach it, but at least now I don't have to like move the axles anymore. So this is a little more organized. And then I also moved and labeled all of these things that we could grind. And we should probably grind this olivine. So I'll go ahead and turn on the pulverizer and put this in there because we do need to go grab more. The little acrobatics. Now, the kitty, you guys, is right in this hole. I'm probably going to have to make this hole a little bit bigger in order for it to grow up. I think they actually need more space to grow up. but it is completely mine. I don't completely tamed. It's not obedient at all. There's a raccoon trying to get into my bee stuff. Look at him. Smack him. Smack him. Stop getting into my bee stuff. Get out of my bee stuff. Get away from my bees. Oh, I killed him with my bare hands. Let's go ahead and skin him and give him to the kitties. Maybe we'll get 2 pieces of meat. 2. Very nice. And a piece of fat. We'll go with that. And we can give him to the kitties. Okay, guys, the next time we come back here, we're going to have to return with bauxite, olivine, and quartz. But we are going to blow this joint for now. And we are going to go plan our booze barn, which I'm thinking is going to be more like a she shed. I will show you what I mean. Let's get there. Okay, so I did harvest some of the coal that was here, but I didn't get to all of it because there were drifters attacking me. So you can see there's quite a bit of coal there. We're going to just leave it there for now. We'll pick it up before we go over to Acantha the next time. I just picked up some of the junk that was in one of the translocator rooms that I had never dealt with before, and I'm just going to put it over here. This is going to be the junkyard right here, and we're just going to put some of this stuff down here. Oh, look, we have berries. Oh, we can make booze. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, we're gonna need... Shoot, they're all ripe. Let's go check the flax. Oh, the bald cypress trees grew up. Yay, that looks nice. That looks really nice. Maybe our flax is ready. Oh, it's so close. 9 out of 9. 8 out of 9. Okay, we're going to wait until it's all done. But that's exciting. And we have some bunnies. Okay. Very good. Okay, it's 5 o'clock in the morning. The sun is just coming up. And we need to get a little bit of breakfast. Okay, and there are monsters. I hear monsters. Hi, Charlie. Good morning. Should we feed Charlie? I put my beautiful new thing here. It'd be a little bit of a waste to feed Charlie because one of those biscuits gives him a lot of food. So you have to wait, Charlie, my man. Okay, so let's think about the she shed. First of all, placement. I think it would be nice to be right about here. Maybe a little over. So it wasn't in front of that, because that could be the yard. Okay, perfect place for a rift to form. I took a few minutes to do a little ground breaking and a little bit of planning while I'm frozen here. I'm getting these little lag spikes and I'm not sure what it is. I know that I'm not the only one getting them. I know I've been watching GG Beyond. I've been watching Titanium Gaming. I see that other people are getting those lag spikes. I'm not sure what they're about, but here is a little groundbreaking of my future she shed. So this is going to be the entrance right here. I'm going to put path blocks here. This is going to be a little tower for, we're going to go up from here for the quern. And then this is going to be where we're going to have the distillers and the fruit presses. And then I think that this is probably going to be open right here. This probably won't be a wall as much as it will be open. But this is going to be stairs up to 2 greenhouses. This is going to be one greenhouse, and this is going to be another greenhouse. I want to make these greenhouses very, very pretty. And then this will be stairs down to a cellar that will go underneath so we can pop our liquor down there. Now this will, right in this area, will be a beautiful little garden. And we'll probably be able to access that from this distiller area. And then I think we'll have another entrance right on the back of it. We'll have this tree, access to this tree, and maybe we'll plant a few other trees around this. But I have some high hopes for these greenhouses. I'm hoping that they're going to look really, really cool. So now we have to decide what we're going to do, what kind of materials we are going to use. I would like to do a bamboo roof. It's tempting to do a shale roof because I would really like it to match that one, but we are going to use limestone and oak. If we use wood, we'll use oak. But I'm thinking I'm going to do a bamboo roof to give this a little bit more of a tropical feel. So that will be the next thing. We need to go gather some materials. Gathering limestone. Gathering bamboo in the dark. In the dark. Okay, guys, I was down collecting bamboo. I got a ton of it. But what I am doing now is I went back to this ruin because I was right here and I found a couple of things. So I'm going to go ahead and collect it, except I don't have a lot of inventory space, but I found this room. Is that a scroll right there? Okay, let's see if I can get rid of this. I was just out collecting bamboo. I have a couple of random blocks, and then there's a scroll. Okay, so let's go back here. Oh, that's a locust nest, inactive. There's another tuning cylinder, and this is an ore chest. Copper. I kind of like this tuning cylinder because we don't know of all the different ones that we have. We don't have a Oh man, I don't want to get rid of any of my bamboo. Let's go ahead and make another stack of roofing, and then we can get rid. There we go. And then we can take the bony soil. I just thought since I was so close, I might as well look here. So that's really all I've found in this ruin. It's a cool ruin. I did dig underneath right there too. Got a couple of blocks. Let's go ahead and read this one. Admirer of the miller, he leaned forward and picked something from the ground. He looked at his find and pulled a string from his pocket. After a brief moment of tinkering, he seemed to have made a necklace that he hung around his neck. A gentle smile spread across his face, and he held up the adornment piece in his hand, admiring his simple creation. I was careful to lay still, not making my presence known. I did not want to disrupt the stillness with my awkwardness, and at the same time I could not take my eyes off of him. He brought out a piece of folded, yellowed parchment out of his belt bag that he proceeded to scribble on, pausing every now and then, looking up, his thoughts seemingly far away. Carefully he put away the parchment, and he got down on his knees by the clear forest pool, cupped his hands. He took a sip and then splashed his face, making his short beard glitter with water drops. He removed the necklace he made and hung it on a thin-leafed branch. Have we read this? Looked out over the pond one last time and then contentedly walked away through the brush. Of course I was curious and walked over to the place he had been and inspected the necklace he had made. It was made out of a large acorn from one of the nearby oak trees. If I had only had the bravery to get up and greet him the first time I saw him, but who was I, a shy cow farmer's daughter, to do with that? But who was I to do that? She's smitten. Okay, there we go. The dark heat. Day 1. I set out on a journey to explore the ruins that had been hit by a meteor. As I explored the ancient structures, I stumbled upon a strange stone that had been split open by a meteor. It was unlike anything I had ever seen before. Day 2, I spent the night in the ruins, unable to take my eyes off the stone. As the darkness crept in, I noticed something peculiar. The stone was emitting a significant amount of heat. The darker it got, the hotter it became. It was as if the stone was generating its own light. Day 3, I've spent the entire day experimenting with the stone. I found that it responds to various forms of darkness, from the absence of light to shadows, as if it feeds on the darkness and converts it to energy. I've never seen anything like it. I've also noticed that the heat it generates is strong enough to melt iron. Day 5. I've continued my experiments with the stone. I found that it reacts to different types of darkness in different ways. For example, it generates more heat when exposed to the shadow of living beings than it does to the darkness of a closed box. I'm not sure what this means yet, but it's fascinating. Day 8. I've been working on a new experiment to test the limits of the stone's power. I've placed it in a sealed container, completely dark, and I'm monitoring the heat output. The temperature is rising quickly, far beyond what I expected. Jeez, what is that? Okay, we are going home now. Okay, you guys, I just got the olivine started for the glass because that's what we're going to be using on my she shed. We're going to do green olivine glass in the greenhouses and along the edges. And what I've done, I just ran back to Acantha and got some fire clay bricks to go ahead and make them the bloomeries here so I could keep an eye on them without having to run back and forth. The steel is basically done. In the meantime, I'm going to make some bricks with the limestone I got, and in the morning we're going to start building the frame. I'm sleeping. But we want to get up pretty early. We're going to get up right now, 5 o'clock. Oh, the sun is just barely coming up. I worked through the night making bricks and stuff, so you can see, and I still have quite a bit more limestone rock because we're going to need a lot of this. I'm obviously going to have to do some killing because I've got to get back out there. And there's a rift still there. Like there's a couple of them. Wow, how frustrating. Okay, well, let's go out back and let's see if we can dispatch some of these guys. Our bloomeries are still running. And we need to kill some of these drifters. I've put all our materials over here. Wow, look at all these drifters. Maybe we can get a couple of temporal gears off these guys. We have 2 temporal gears. With one more, we could repair another TL. So what I'm realizing is that this she shed is definitely going to take me longer than 1 episode to build. I did go into my creative world and play with the design a little bit, and I think I have the design. It feels like it's going to be too big for me, but at the same time I feel like we're going to need a lot of room for, you know, the distillers and, you know, things like that. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with the greenhouses because we want to get the greenhouses up and running as soon as possible. I am going to need to terraform this a little bit back here because I don't want this to be running right up along the hill. So we're going to take this out. And then we are going to start right here in the back. I'm going to be replacing, I'll replace that packed dirt if I have to, but wow, you can tell it's early morning and I haven't had enough coffee because I'm already messing up placing these blocks. But we're gonna just do a frame around. Look how quickly those go. We're gonna need so many of these. Okay. We're gonna do this on each side, and I will check in with you in a few minutes when I get the main kind of design down. Show you. Okay, here's the base framework for the greenhouses. That's going to be terra preta inside there, so this will be the level where it's at. This is going to be the door right here and the door to the next one. We're going to have that be windows, and some of this is going to be windows as well. But what I want to do now is I want to plan the roof on this side because, and we're going to do bamboo roof because I've got a little idea for the slant of this thing. Okay, so there's going to be 2 rows of glass, 1 row here and 1 row right here of glass. So this is going to be like a little side window in the roof. And then the roof is going to continue up 1 more past those the little side light off of the roof. So we're going to go ahead and get this set up so I can frame out the rest. This is going to be bamboo along here. And if I could stop like putting them in the wrong spot. So that will be this will be glass right along here. So what we need to do is we're going to put little end caps on here, but let's go ahead and do the other side so it looks like this side now. Okay, I've been working all day, got the other side done, and this is a look at it from the back. So the next thing I need to do is put the little corners on it right here. I had to take a break because my brain was mush. But here is, so this is going to be glass along here. Actually, this is going to be a little bit more roof right there as well. We're going to put, we're going to make sure that these, let's see, let's get back up there. Let's get a few things done, a few more things done before it gets completely dark. And this is going to be roof right here and there, and right there and there, because I want these windows to be the same width as that window along the bottom. So let's go see if I did that right on this side. We'll clean up the outsides later. Nope, I need that to be 1 more. And then we're going to put upside down stairs in here to seal this off so it becomes the greenhouse. So I'll show you what I mean there, and then we can get the terra preta, but we have to wait for the glass, of course. So we're gonna put, we'll just put packed dirt underneath here. In the meantime, we'll put upside downstairs there and there to seal that off, and there and there. And then everything else will be filled with glass that you see. So let's go do that over here as well. I left out, I don't have any more bricks, so another brick needs to go right there. These are going to actually be grass blocks with flowers in them. I don't like the way that worked out. Maybe I'll try to work on this so these stairs can be pushed back 1 and move everything forward once. But we're going to do the same thing here. So this will insulate these roof blocks and we will get the greenhouse effect. And we're probably going to need that across here as well. Wait, that will be glass right there. So we'll have to look at that once we get the glass in. Let's go see if the glass is done. Might be. It doesn't take as long. Yep, it is done. Do we have room to pick it up? We do. So we need to go get the saw because we're going to be using slabs so we can save as much as we can. I will probably have to go do a little bit more resource gathering. Dang, it's much more resource intensive than I imagined. So let's get the saw and let's cut these in half. Oh, they're hot. Okay, well, they're nice and cooled off now. Okay, I also grabbed the terra preta and the hoe. This is our priority to get done. I'm wondering if I should sleep. I do want to pull this back 1. So I'm not sure how I worked that in my... I think that the greenhouses are 1 higher than in my creative world. So we need to go out and start putting these windows in. Let's put the top ones in first. Okay, guys, we gotta go sleep, I think. Okay, there is the side ones and the roof ones. So now we're gonna need some upright ones. And I think the monsters are gonna start getting on my nerves here, so we may have to go sleep. Let's test this out. Yep, we got some monsters that are driving me crazy. Okay, let's go ahead and put the Terra Preta in. I think this is how I'm going to do the water. I think I will leave little spots here for water. That one I would prefer to be medium fertility soil just so it gets green. So I'm going to dig that back out. So I think that that should be one completed. But I'm going to figure out what I did in my creative world for this, except for the door, obviously, for this. So let me go look at that. Okay, sun is barely coming up. Let's see what we can do here. We need a couple of doors. I would like to make, how do you make the 3 tall doors? Do we need the, I would like to make these 3 tall. Okay, so we need 2 of these boards, oak boards, and nails and strips. Let's go see if we have that stuff to make those. I am out of food officially as well. Cooked food, I think. So let's see if we have some nails and strips. We have 1. Okay, well, we'll go ahead and just make a 2 high door for now then. For the other one, we're going to need to put something down. I have 1 brick in my inventory. Let's see where I am with limestone. I still have quite a bit, so we're okay. I did gather quite a bit of limestone. So let's just take a bunch of these boards and then we'll make them over there. Beautiful sunrise. Okay, there's our greenhouses. They're looking pretty good. I have some finishing touches, obviously, to do to the outside and things like that. But let's make a 3 high door for here, and this needs to be limestone. This has to be a limestone edge. Let's go ahead and make a door. Okay, there's our door. And then we need this to be a limestone threshold. So we're going to put that there, and then we're going to put the door. I think we should put the door this way. There we go. So there's that. Now we're going to go ahead and hoe this up really quick and make sure we're getting the greenhouse effect. And I do need to fix that. So in my creative world, that row right there is bricks. So I will get that and we'll get some water. Okay, so now I'm going to quickly take out this glass because these are it's actually only 4 wide. It's supposed to be only 4 wide. And then we're going to put our brand new bricks right here along the edge. And that will be a completed greenhouse. Now, if we go downstairs and watch the tooltip, we should get the greenhouse effect in here. I did put water in here, and we're going to give it a few minutes to do the greenhouse effect. And while it's doing that, I'm going to finish this side really quick. I don't know how we've done it, but we barely have enough glass for this project. Look at that, 2 to spare. 2 to spare. Okay, we need a threshold right here of limestone. And we're going to be putting a 2 wide door in here for a 2 high door in here for now, just because it's the only thing I got and I don't have any other strips and nails. But we will put a 3 high door in here eventually. We also need 1 more piece of limestone there. And then we're going to add water to these places. And we're going to go check to see if the other side has the greenhouse effect yet. And I know that there's one reason that this one is not going to have it, because we have to seal this off right here. And that needs to be the other way. Okay, so there is the, ooh, I love them. Okay, let's look. Let's look to see if the greenhouse is getting the greenhouse effect, and it is. Look at that. Plus 5C from the greenhouse. So we're good. We're good, we're good. Okay, we're gonna have two beautiful greenhouses here. I'm gonna set this back a little bit because I don't like the way this has worked out here really quickly. Okay, that's a little bit better. And then what we'll do is we will have medium fertility soil in these places, and we'll grow plants, and then we'll put a floor in here somewhere. We'll put a floor in the rest of that, and that will be a 3. And then this will be glass up here as well, but obviously I'm going to have to make more. And then I think what we're going to do is we'll probably move this whole thing out 1. Just so I have the proper room for stairs right here with this change. Okay, let's get these greenhouses planted. I grabbed all the rice seeds. Okay, okay, this one is not showing, it's not doing its thing yet. Let's plant this one first. I've got all the warm crop seeds. I've got amaranth, cassava, and peanuts. Let's plant cassava and peanuts in here, and then we'll see where we are with room. Here's cassava. Wow, Hypi. Here's cassava. And then let's go ahead and plant the peanuts in here. There we go. And then we'll plant the rest with rice for now. We have 4 more rice seeds. So that one is all ready to go. Let's look and see what's going on over here. Something must be wrong over here. Okay, there it goes. It's starting to get wet and it's starting to show the +5. So I'm not going to worry about it. I know it's going to happen. I'm going to go ahead and plant the rest of the rice seeds and all of the amaranth I have in here. Yay, you guys. Okay, guys, I'm going to call this here. When I was figuring this out on my creative world, this was way easier because everything you need is at your fingertips. But in the meantime, I'm going to go get a little bit more limestone. I'm going to get more olivine started for more glass because we're going to need more. I think we're okay with the bamboo. So I'm going to do some prep between now and next episode, and we will finish the rest of the she shed, the most important part of the she shed, where we're going to make some liquor. And I'm so excited. Bye, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you soon.